What is up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the auto shotgun in chapter 3. Obviously, this isn't the best shotgun in the game by any means, but I feel like a lot of people are using this wrong and they could be getting a lot more damage out of this weapon and just having a much better time using it overall. Even if you are someone who enjoys the pump, knowing how to use the auto shotgun can be quite helpful because it's not like you always get to choose which gun you're using in Fortnite. You might have some fights off spawn where you don't have a pump, or just some games in general where you are unable to find a good pump for whatever reason, and knowing how to use the other shotgun can actually help you a lot in game. If you guys do enjoy this video or find it helpful or informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, and comment down below if any of these tips helped you out with the auto shotgun. So like I already just said in the intro, I do not think the auto shotgun is better than the pump, but knowing how to use it and get the most out of it can still be really helpful in Fortnite because there's going to be times where you don't get to pick which gun you're using just based on the situation you're in. So I think these tips will really help you get better with the auto shotgun, and if you were still kind of undecided on your shotgun choice, this could help you just pick altogether, and maybe you end up liking the auto shotgun more after this video. And I think the biggest thing that a lot of people struggle with the auto shotgun is that they go for headshots and end up missing a majority of their pellets because of that. If you're on high ground and you're shooting down on somebody, then you could just aim for the head and you're still going to hit a lot of pellets. But a majority of your fights, if you're on somewhat even footing with your opponent, or if you're on low ground and they're above you, going for a headshot is going to result in you missing a lot of pellets because of how large the crosshair is for the auto tac shotgun. It's really large, so you have a really large spread of your pellets. So to maximize how many pellets hit and how much damage you're actually going to get, I think it's kind of best just to go for body shots straight up with the auto tac shotgun. Usually you want to put the dot in the center of your crosshair. Instead of putting that on like the opponent's forehead, you want to put it more towards like their lower neck, where their neck meets their chest. And I feel like that's going to maximize how many pellets hit the target, and you're still going to get some pellets hitting the head and getting that extra damage. It's better to hit as many pellets as possible and maybe not get the added headshot multiplier than only hit a few pellets but hit headshots with those few pellets, because as far as shotguns work in this game, you get damage based on every pellet that hits. So if you're hitting like 5 pellets, you're going to do more damage than 1 pellet hitting the head, for example. So you basically just want to maximize how many pellets are hitting the target, and it does kind of suck to not get headshots. It doesn't feel as rewarding, but the damage numbers are definitely going to be in your favor if you're getting body shots. And either way, the shotgun doesn't do the most damage, but neither does the pump shotgun. The pump shotgun shoots incredibly slow this season, and even if you do get a perfect shot with it, a good headshot, it's not going to do that much damage. So just going for body shots with the auto tac and getting like 50s, 60s, 70s pretty consistently and pretty easily is actually really effective in game, and it's more consistent, I feel like, than relying on the pump shotgun and sometimes hitting a headshot for like 130 and sometimes hitting a headshot for 23. I feel like the striker pump is really inconsistent, but going just for body shots all the time with the auto tac shotgun is actually relatively consistent. It's not the best, but neither of these shotguns are the best thing in the game ever. So you're kind of just making the best of like a bad situation with either of these shotguns, I feel like. So like even when I'm using the pump, even though I prefer it, it never is like that amazing. You know what I mean? So just going for body shots, like I said, is definitely the best way to use the auto tac shotgun, and every time I end up doing that, I get a decent amount of damage out of my auto tac. And most shotgun fights in this game, you're going to end up using your SMG anyways. You're just kind of using your shotgun to soften them up, or for some shots that are a little more awkward to hit SMG shots. When the auto tac was initially added, it had really bad pullout time, so if you tried to make edits on people, it didn't really work. But I feel like with the most recent hotfix, they did actually address that, and it does pull out somewhat faster now. It's still not the fastest, and it is still kind of slow and clunky, but it's definitely better than it was a week or so ago. So if you haven't used the auto shotgun in a while, or your mind was made up by that initial version of it, I would definitely try it again. Give it another chance. Go for those body shots. And you will notice that it does pull out a little bit faster when editing now, so it did get better in that regard as well. One thing that I feel like a lot of people struggle with the shotgun and why they think it is so terrible is that they try to use it at ranges that it is not good in. It doesn't have the most range, and that large spread is like negatively impacted by the range, because the further away you are from your target, the more like your pellets spread out before they hit the target. If you're really close to them, you're going to hit like a tighter cluster of pellets, but the further away your opponent is, not only does the range of the shotgun not very good, but you're not going to be hitting that many pellets. I feel like the best range for this weapon is between 1 and like 1.5 tiles, maybe 2 tiles. And when I mean tile, I mean like the floor piece. Like if you were to put a floor on the ground, from one end to another is a tile. So from 1 to like 1.5 tiles, it's okay. At 2 tiles, it's really not that good, and anything past that, it's like actually quite bad. So just keep in mind how low of range you have with this weapon, and if the opponent is slightly outside of that, just swap to your SMG and spray them with it, because the SMG is one of the best weapons in the game right now. It's incredibly overpowered, and there really isn't even much need to use a shotgun. But if you want to use a shotgun and you find yourself using the auto attack, go for those body shots. Keep in mind how like low the range is, and you're going to get a decent, consistent shotgun. It isn't the best, but the range of the auto attack, as far as like its effectiveness, it's usually going to be around the same effectiveness. Like it's never the best, but I feel like if you use it properly, it's never the worst. You're just going to get a consistent amount of value out of the auto attack. So it's actually quite good in that regard. And one final thing I want to say is it's actually really good on high ground. If you can keep height and just repetitively like Tfue jump on people, and if you don't know what that means, it's when you like jump, shoot, and then like place a floor above them. If you can keep height and do that with the auto shotgun, it's actually quite good. And like I previously said, that you can go for headshots at that point, because when you're shooting down on somebody, the pellets that miss the head end up hitting the body. When you're on like similar elevation to the opponent, the targets that miss the head just go past. But when you're on high ground, you can go for those headshots, and just being aggressive with high ground with the auto attack, as you'll see in some of these clips, I'm sure, is actually quite effective. So I'd recommend doing that. And that is going to be it for this video. Like I said, I just wanted to give you guys some quick tips for the auto shotgun. Doesn't have the most range, and it has a large spread, so you want to go for body shots as much as you can. And if you have height, if you're in a build fight and you can play aggressively off high ground and keep the pressure on the opponent, it's going to be really good. You keep Tfue jumping on people, getting those shots in. 50 damage adds up relatively quickly. It only takes 3 shots before the opponent is one shot to you, and even after a shot or two like that, you've softened them up, and you can get in with the SMG and finish that kill relatively fast, because that's kind of the meta for chapter 3, unfortunately. If you guys did find this video helpful or informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, and comment down below what you think of the auto shotgun, if these tips helps you out or not, or if you're gonna try it again. Let me know. Come back to the video and let me know if this video made a difference for you. I basically just want to waste as much of his time as I can. Someone reboots themselves, imagine. Jailbreak happens. Somebody behind that rock. This guy's so one-shot to me. Can you just leave me alone for a moment, sir? Like, I have somebody else one-shot. Thank you. Why does this fucker keep shooting me out? This guy's not bad. Yikes. 1v1 now. I was looking for the loot from that Eulatide I killed earlier up there. Nice. Let's get it. Did I get the 19? Or 18? I think I got 18. Let's get it. GG's. I think that's my highest kill game since playing Fortnite again. Aside from, I think I got a 19 the first day that I was playing again. But it was like mostly AI. And I ended up not winning it. I think I had 19 with like 12 up or something like that in that game. But it was just a really, really free lobby because I hadn't played the game in a long time.